This is Wayne Savage, Savage Fire and Food today. Today we're going to be making chicken thighs on the grill. We're going to be using Kikkoman soy sauce, Tabasco sauce, and some lime juice. The coals are getting white, so what I'm going to do now is take some of the Mazola butter flavored canola oil. Here we go, our smoke show, flame show. Woohoo! Okay, I've already rinsed these chicken thighs down, and what we're going to do is just place them over here on the side that does not have the coals. That's a big one. So we'll do these three over here. And I also have one more. I'll drop it right on the high heat, which means I'm going to have to pay close attention to that one. First of all, with the Kikkoman soy sauce, lightly over the top, just to cover it. And now, the hot sauce. Tabasco. Just a couple of spreads. It's all shook up. Just a couple of spots to cover it. So also cut a piece of lime, and I'm gonna put lime juice on top of the chicken. So I moved that back piece that was causing the flame up a little closer to where it's not directly over the coals like the others. But now is the time. Open her up. Throw some of these Royal Oak hickory smoke chips on there. About a handful will do it. And I usually put them right over here off to the edge, so it just smokes and doesn't start fire and burn. What I've done is I've moved the chicken thighs off to the left on the high heat, and I place 4 more new thighs on the cooler side to start the same process that I had done previous with these 4. So now that we're getting some smoke from the hickory wood, we'll close up our little dampers to almost completely shut, just enough to let some air flow in there. On the other side, close that up. There we go. And now we smoke. We don't keep looking, because if you keep looking, you're not cooking. We're going to leave it like this for at least 15-20 minutes, and then I'll open it and we'll see how they're doing. I have to do my signature touching of the grill here. There we go. Signature touching of the grill. It's pretty hot temperature. I like to try to keep it doing chicken at about 250 to 300, and it usually takes about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe a little longer depending on how well the coals stay, if we don't have to add any coals. I would also like to point out that I have done this before more than once. It's something that I learned over time, and I know I said I was going to do videos or do things that I saw on videos that I've always wanted to try. But this is episode 2, and I figured I'd do something that I know what I'm doing because I do have people coming over. So, okay, while we're waiting for the chicken thighs to cook, a little story about today. Got to have that adult beverage. There was a phone in the middle of the road on the way to the store, so I picked it up. And I couldn't unlock it to, contact the people that may have lost it, so I brought it to the police station, dropped it off. So you can all remember, your Uncle Wayne's looking out for you. Now let's check on them thighs. So what I'm going to do now, hopefully before we have our flame come back up, is put some of this Kansas City style barbecue sauce, Berman's, that I picked up at Aldi's. And I usually just dab a little bit on the top, enough to cover the top in spots. And then I take my tongs this time and I'll just spread it out. And then I spread it out over the top. Let gravity take its course. Usually this process is an hour and a half.
Eyes are turning green.
So now I have a camera person, my granddaughter.
Probably gray.
Okay, we were going to cut into this.
I don't have any green in my family. I just got brown. I have green eyes. And all my
Okay.
kids have blue. Maybe the brown and the blues mixed together.
Done all the way through.
Big Louis had
Pull off the
brown
chicken
eyes
skin.
'cause he's full of shit.
Done all the way through.
Yeah.
Pink on the edges from the smoke.
Brown and
The
blue.
bottom not burnt. We don't like burnt things here at Camp Hangover on Savage Fire and Food.